are here at the Grays Harbor Raceway in Elma, Washington for night number 1 of the Fred Brownfield Classic. If you guys don't know who I am Tanner Holmes, and I race 360 sprint cars in Oregon and Washington. And like I mentioned, we are here in Elma for one of the biggest races in the Pacific Northwest. Grays Harbor Raceway is a big track. It's a true 3/8 mile. And it is one of the few tracks in the state of Washington. Now this place puts on some very good racing, and like I mentioned, the night is just getting ready to get started. Now the Fred Brownfield Classic is one of 2 races that happens during the Northwest swing of the ASCS National Tour. Last weekend we were at Skagit for the Dirt Cup, and then we come here for 2 nights of racing for the Fred Brownfield Classic. We had a ton of speed at the Dirt Cup, and we're hoping to carry all we learned for our first time with the ASCS National guys and transition it over to our second weekend with the ASCS National guys here in Elma. But hot laps will be up first. ASCS National format, how it works is we will hot lap and we will do a pill draw. That'll determine our heat race, and then if we get 40 cars, we will do qualifiers, I believe is how it works. We're not at 40 yet. I believe we're a little bit above 30. So we'll see who else pulls in the pit area. We have pit meeting coming up in 30 minutes, and I'm excited to get the night started here. We just got done with our 360 sprint car hot laps, and the track is hooked up and fast. Now, it was awesome. This is my first time being here at Elma with a 360. I ran here with the Limited, and it's cool. It's really, really slowed down. But in the 360, when it's hooked up like it is and it's right through the middle, it is fast. And man, I was just smiling the whole time. We were just flying around this 3/8 mile. Super, super cool. After our session, we were 5th out of the first 3 groups. So I think that was about 27 cars had went out. So top 5, I don't know if anyone in the 4th group bumped a sound. The track might have been getting a little bit better, but a great start to our night. We have some speed. A few more things we just need to do different. I was just working on trying to hit my line, and now we're gonna get the car ready for our heat race.
Jump start.
Go, go, go.
done with our heat race, started 6th, finished 5th. We were hoping to get maybe one more car, but like I mentioned, the track was just super hooked up and it was tough to pass. I feel like the whole race I was kind of searching for my groove and my rhythm. I would try to enter a little higher, try to enter a little lower, maybe hit the bottom, maybe slide up to the top a little bit, and I never really just found the great speed. Off at 2 I was a little bit loose, but like I mentioned, the track is just so hooked up, it's hard to get around anyone. I watched a few more heat races that happened, and it really was tough to pass. Even some of the guys like Seth Bergman, he ran 5th in his heat race. Matt Covington, I think he ran 7th. So it just showed how tough it was to pass out there, but we'll see if we made the A main event and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I didn't tell you we were in the B main event. I figured we would just get through it. We started front row outside and we led the first 8 laps, cruising super fast. And I got bad news. We blew up. See the hole in the pan? That sucks. nothing we can do. This was our sixth night on the engine. Sometimes stuff like this just happens. It's really disappointing. This is our only 360 we have, so we're gonna just have to go from here. And I'm not sure when we'll be running the 360 again. It's all limited. But we're gonna load up. Sucks it ended our Fred Brownfield Classic early. Our car was so fast in that B, like we were crazy fast, pulling away, clean air, hitting our marks, and unfortunately our night is over. All right, back to Medford we go. Within 10 to 15 minutes, we got everything loaded up. Man, this just really sucks because we have been searching for speed all season. We found it actually right out of the gate at Cottage Grove. And then from there, we've been building off that. We've had a few rough nights where we've had mechanical issues. And then of course we blew up tonight, which that really just changed the outlook of our season because we don't have another 360. And we just had a recent rebuild, and I don't know if we're gonna have the funding to get this one rebuilt immediately. So we're just gonna kind of have to see. I've really been working hard at getting more partners for our marketing for our season, and especially for our speed weeks coming up. So we're just gonna kind of have to see. Of course, we do have some limited, so we'll be able to go home and still run the sportsman division, which that's sportsman/limited class. But man, it's been fun running the 360 with all this horsepower. And in that B main event, we were absolutely rolling. But I do know everything happens for a reason, and the man upstairs has a plan for us, and so we'll just kind of have to see. I'm thankful for the time I've got to do in the 360, and we'll just have to see what the rest of the season looks. But Grays Harbor, the racetrack wasn't awesome at the beginning. I mean, it was fast, but it was tough to pass in the heat race. But in that B main event, it was really, really cool. So I'm thankful they gave us an awesome surface. One thing I did do wrong when I blew up, I had never blown up an engine before in the sprint car, so I didn't really know what it felt like. I thought that's what happened in the moment, but I wasn't sure, and I drove it off the track back to my pit. I was smoking a little bit. Of course, oil was leaking out, and that was the wrong thing to do. In the moment when it happened, I should have just slowed down to a safe spot, shut the fuel off, shut the mag off and everything, and come to a stop. It was dumb for me to drive it back to the pit, but I didn't really know, so I felt bad that I did that. But just definitely it makes me know for next time, you know, just slow down, stop when the engine expires, and let them push you back to your pit. Now we're gonna head home and try to make the limited race tomorrow in Medford. We should be fine, but we have like about a 6-hour drive home. I do want to thank all my marketing partners for making this all happen. ABC Powder Coating, Pape Machinery, and Pape Kenworth. Swindell Speed Lab, On-Site Screeners, Durango RV, Ferguson Waterworks, Knife River, OMA KTM, Fast Form Media, Factory QRC, Lafarge North America, North Medford, Les Schwab and Tires, and then my family for being behind me, Roger for giving me an outstanding setup, and now we'll just look forward to the future. You know, you gotta be excited. I know this wasn't what we wanted, and this was an expensive night, but remember, there is a plan for us and our team. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you for supporting me, whether we have a good night, a bad night, or a really rough one like this one. But we're gonna head home, we're gonna spend some time with the family, and we're gonna see if we can go racing tomorrow. Deuces.